Hi, I'm Doug with Andriots. Today's project is painting a panel door. This particular door exhibits all the same problems that we see. I won't say all the same problems, but typical problems that many homeowners have with a panel door. The first thing starts with just the product choice. So if we have a paint that is hard to brush or apply, we're going to end up with these brush marks. And if the paint is drying quickly during application, you'll see when the paint was brushed in this section, then they came back and brushed this section, and so we can just see once this paint starts stiffening, we get all the typical brush marks. These brush marks are going every direction. So we're going to show you two things. One, how to eliminate those brush marks, and what to do if you have them in your existing door. So this door is going to get repainted. If we simply repaint this door without getting rid of these brush marks, these brush marks are so thick in here that one coat of paint's not going to bury them. It'll actually mirror it. So if we don't have a smooth finish to start with, we're not going to get a smooth finish to end up with. So we're going to look at a couple other areas of the door that are always an issue. When we look at this edge, so this is the edge that's the inside of the house. So we always try to decide what color do we paint this side versus the outside when we have a different color on the surface. So in this case, the white door, when the white door is open, you're going to see that with the white side, which is the underside. So typically the hinge side would be what is on the inside of the door, or the lock side, and then the hinge side will be what's on the outside of the door. When the door is open, you'll see the outside color with that. Small issue, but so we can see here where they've tried to paint this edge. What we really want to do is tape this. So we're going to use a painter's tape on the edge. We do see here another area. A lot of this paint has come off. So this would be from a previous paint job where several paint jobs. And if what's on the door is not sticking, then what we put on it is not going to stick. So we need to address this with a little bit of sandpaper. We have some pits and things here where I'm not sure what happened here. This was just an old existing door. So we need to smooth this out because again, this would mirror through. And then we have our hinges removed here. So again, you see all the typical brush marks in this hinge area. These hinges have been removed, so it's going to be easy to a continuous flow of paint, and we're not going to have these directional brush marks. Actually, we're going to eliminate the brush marks. The simplest way you can do it is eliminate the brush. So we're going to use a roller. And typically, we're going to use one of two roller covers. We have the Red Feather from Worcester, and this is like a velour type cover. That's going to give a very smooth finish. It's not going to put a lot of paint on. So this is going to be when we're two coating, we can put two thin coats on with this Red Feather. That's my best advice. We can also look at the Big Green or a foam type of roller. So the foam roller also preferred by some people. Both of these rollers will give a little bit of a roller texture, but we have the door laying flat, so any texture that we get in it is going to level out with gravity. So our best advice, number one, if you're doing a door, try to lay the door down flat. If the door can't be removed, then you'll paint it in place and we'll show a different technique. So we're going to look at a couple other tools here. We talked about the tape. So everybody knows the typical blue painter's tape. Throw it away. We don't have any use for blue, okay? The only tapes we need is three tapes. One is our Frog Tape Yellow. This is for delicate surfaces. And this has actually got what they call paint blocking technology. So there's actually an additive that is put around the edge of the roll. It's a little powder. And so when we mask off and the moisture hits the powder, this small amount of powder that will be here, it'll actually seal the edge of the tape. So this is self-sealing. So if you're using water-based paint and you want self-sealing lines, this will give you the cleanest lines possible. Now the green tape is a little aggressive. So if we have a surface that maybe had a paint problem, like this door, we can even take the green tape up here and we can put it on some of this. Cut and start. And so, see, I'm seeing a little of this paint come off. Now this is not a bad indication on the green tape because it's not that aggressive. So this paint is really, I can scratch it off my finger. But if the paint comes off with tape, it really needs to come off before we paint. But we would use the delicate tape if we were worried about it pulling tape. So I may use the yellow tape here, and what we'll do is we'll just mask this real little lip here. Instead of having all this irregular line, I'm gonna get it right on that lip, and that gives a natural break, so we're gonna bring that color on down to there, okay?